Now, this obviously is the young Muslim girl that apparently has a problem with evolution.
Why do atheists claim that we came from monkeys and apes?
Well, I mean, it's not atheists that are claiming that, quote unquote, we come from monkeys and apes. Scientists in the scientific literature on evolution says that we evolved from a common ape ancestor with our other ape cousins, therefore making us apes now. We are still apes. We are just more intelligent. We have a more complex brain than our ape cousins. We're still apes. We're still, quote unquote, monkeys, as you would put it.
Like, seriously. The evidence from Darwin's experiment and fossils showing change in biology over time does not mean that we came from monkeys.
Yeah, I mean, it does, because Darwin's idea was, which I've got it written on my arm here in the form of a tattoo that you guys can see. I think I got it right here. Okay, so you might have to flip your phones upside down for this shit. All right, I'm going to do a TED Talk real quick. Here's Darwin's idea. He says, I think, if you can denote it right here, I think, and then there's one organism and then a whole bunch of branches and shit. I'm guessing that's apes. Anyways, that's where it goes off of, and then that's his whole idea. One organism, and then boom, everything. Okay? So, thank you for coming to my evolution TED Talk. But essentially, Darwinism is the explanation for it, or well, evolution, not Darwinism exactly. But Darwin's idea of evolution would provide the explanation for how we got here. Now, there's a bit more specific things that proves, our connection with the other apes. Not only are we morphologically similar, but we also have genetic identifiers that lump us in with the group of apes that we're with. So, like, one of those particular things is chromosome 2. The other apes, have an extra chromosome, one more than us. We should expect to see in our DNA some place where 2 chromosomes fuse together. That's exactly what we find in chromosome 2. We find evidence of 2 chromosomes fusing together. The point is that all of the evidence points to us being related to our ape cousins, which would be like, I think orangutans in there, bonobos are in there, gorillas are in there. I don't think I named all of them, but you get my point.
Just because some wings, beaks, and tails changed over time does not mean that I'm an animal.
Yes, you are a fucking animal. Yeah, you're an animal, okay? And that's fine. We're all animals. I don't see why that's such a negative thing. Like, everybody's like, we're not just animals. You see, people have this idea that animal means a lower life form that is not sentient and all this other shit. But we're still animals. We're part of the animal kingdom. We are animals, and there's nothing wrong with it.
All evolution proves is that some animals adapted to different climates and habitats over time.
Well, no, actually, the theory of evolution and all the evidence that supports it show that we did evolve from our other ape cousins. Well, a common ancestor that we have with our other ape cousins. I don't know where you're getting this idea that evolution can't explain that. We have whales that evolved from land quadrupeds. We have so many different forms of life that are interconnected with other forms of life. I don't see how you cannot see this. And it's painfully obvious that you have not actually read any of these scholarly sources about evolution. It's kind of like somebody being confused by 2 + 2 = 4. It just don't make no goddamn sense. Why does 2 + 2 = 4? Oh, well, maybe you should read a math book or take a math class. Fuck that! All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, well, fuck me! She can't even simply do that. So Casey said she probably could do that. She can go and research evolution and everything. And she can learn why evolution shows that we are related to the other apes, right? How we still are apes. She can do that. She just won't. That's right. It won't comport with her God stuff.
That's it. If the atheist community really wants to make a point, you need to bring evidence of a species changing in kind.
What? does kind mean to you? I'm just kind of curious. Also, why are you pinning this on atheists? It's not atheists that figured out evolution was a thing. It's not atheists that have pushed evolution for the past more than 100 years. It's just simply not atheists. It's scientists. Regardless of your religious persuasion, scientists are showing this. Scientists have been doing the work for over 100 years to show you this. And you're asking a shift in kind? You obviously haven't looked at whales. The evidence clearly shows, like fossil evidence clearly shows, that whales evolved from land quadrupeds, and not just whales either. Dolphins did as well, and other animals in that whole group all stemmed from land quadrupeds, and we can show this in the fossil record. So I don't know why you think that we haven't proven this. We've been able to trace back the origin of birds to dinosaurs. You obviously just didn't do a lick of research before you turned on your video and poured yourself a bowl of cereal.
Otherwise, your point is completely invalid. You want to know something else that's interesting? There is no evidence to show that these animals change species.
Oh my God. She says that we haven't shown an animal changing species. I like how she continuously mixes up kind and species as if they're the same thing, because they're really not. Kind, I would say, is morphologically different. Like if I had to put a definition to what they mean by kind, I would say that, oh, this animal looks different than this animal. And not just, slightly different, but wholly different, like a land quadruped and a whale. And we've been able to show how those two things are connected. So we have shown them changing species in that kind of radical way, macro evolution as they would put it. But we've also been able to show speciation happening in real time. So that's actually been recently shown. This kind of shit just really flusters me. I'm fucking flustered at this point. Might do a shirt with my angry face on it and it says, fucking flustered!
And they also cannot provide observable evidence of this theory. But then they claim that it's true.
No. We provide evidence and then we say, see, this is why that's true. It's not, oh, we can't provide evidence, but it's true. It's just a fucking straw man of any argument that you probably had with an atheist.
Just because scientists said so. They make fun of theists for believing in things blindly, but then they have blind faith in evolution.
Well, no, we don't have blind faith in evolution because we have evidence. And we don't just state that it's true like you're trying to make it out to be.